Well, it's a problem we've heard a lot about lately. Remember the emotional support peacock on the plane?
I do, yes.
People claiming an animal is a service animal when it's not.
Airlines, businesses, lawmakers all trying to find a solution. Here in Washington, lawmakers are now considering a bill that cracks down on the problem.
This includes a hefty fine and adopting the federal ADA definition of a service animal. KREM 2's Amanda Rowley has more on the bill and how it would be enforced if passed.
Under House Bill 2822, the definition of a service animal would include specially trained dogs and some miniature horses. There's a bit of confusion about what can and cannot be done when there's an animal in a store, especially if you're unsure if it's a service animal. But House Bill 2822 helps clarify that. It gives the owner of a public accommodation, meaning a store manager or the person in charge of an establishment, grounds to approach someone if their animal doesn't appear to be a trained service animal.
The bill says if a person's disability or the work performed by the service animal isn't obvious, an enforcement officer or store manager can ask only 2 questions to determine if the animal is being misrepresented as a service animal. Is the dog a service animal because of a disability? And what work or task has the dog been trained to perform? They cannot ask about the person's disability or to see medical documentations, a special identification card, or training.
If the person refuses to answer those 2 questions, appears to represent their animal as a service animal, or if they know their dog does not meet the definition of a service animal, an officer can issue a citation with a maximum penalty of $500.
Bill sponsor, Representative Mike Steele, says this law would be enforced by reporting. So, for example, if you're at a grocery store and see an animal that doesn't appear to be a service animal, you'd report that to the store manager or whoever is in charge of the establishment.
The bill passed unanimously through the House and passed in the Senate Law and Justice Committee yesterday. If it's passed into law, this misrepresentation of service animals bill will be effective January 1st, 2019. Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
Well, we posted this story online, and so far most people are in favor of it. Kenneth says about time this needs to be addressed statewide. Anya says she's all for it, and Debbie says she's in as well.